Hello everybody, Average Gamer here. Just want to do a quick little video. I'm contemplating doing a second channel. So this one is going to be utilizing hopefully a GoPro. If you guys are interested, leave a comment, leave a like, whatever. Basically what I'm going to be doing is things that are kind of on this screen, but I'm going to be doing them obviously in video form. I'll have myself down here doing a little tutorial, but I'll have the video in the background playing. Basically what it is, it's going to be a barbecue channel. Basically, I'm going to be talking about briskets, ribs, roasts, smokers, different types of woods to use on the smoker, temperatures for smoking meats, um, you know, charcoal grills in general, propane barbecues, all sorts of stuff. And then the plan is every now and then to do a full, non-stop live stream with a camera basically just focused on the smoker for the entire however many hours I'm going for the smoke. For the actual job. But I want to talk about the one I'm doing today. So I'm doing a 14-pound brisket. For those of you guys don't know, it was a full packer brisket. Full packer briskets are basically where you get two basically muscles. There's the flat, which is basically what you're seeing here on the screen, which is basically just a flat piece of meat. And you have the point, which usually sits kind of like, almost like a knuckle. If you want to think of it as kind of like your hand, it would be kind of like the knuckle moving over your fingers, but basically kind of sits like this. Let's do that. Kind of like this over the meat. So this is your flat, and then this is your point. Usually, it kind of sits like that. What I do, or what I did in this case, normally I don't separate them, but at this point I did. I'll do tutorial videos in the future showing people how to split the two muscles and all that stuff if you want to. But I just took some pictures because I'm still actually smoking it right now. But yeah, so it's a 14-pound brisket. Here you're seeing the flat. Basically just seasoned it overnight with salt, pepper, and garlic, and paprika for color, and then just kind of let it sit overnight. So you can kind of see in areas like here where it really kicked in, where it's nice and dark. What you're seeing on top of it now is a smoked applewood seasoning that I have. It's got, as you can see here, chunks of garlic, smoked applewood salt, garlic, like I said, pepper, paprika, and a bunch of other spices. And I basically put that on because it's a lot more coarser and it kind of sticks. And that's all. That's all I use on the brisket. And that's obviously, like I said, the flat. And here's the point. So you can see it's obviously a lot smaller than the flat. It actually sat on the other side of this. It sat around like here and then kind of came down. Over here, as you can see, it's really thin. When you shave this down, as you can see here, I shaved off a lot of the fat. I kind of screwed up on this part here. It actually should be a lot less fat. You should actually see more meat here. But it was really thin. So I kind of just said, you know what? When I slice it up, we'll take a look at it and see how it is. Basically, with this thing here, what you do is you cook them both at the same time at about the 5 or 6 hour mark. Take them both off the barbecue and wrap them in tin foil if you want, or just leave them on even longer until they hit 190. Usually that is about 8 hours or so for a brisket this size. And that's it. But since I'm doing burnt ends with this thing, what I'll be doing is slicing this into cubes and throwing in, as you can see, that's our dog stuff. I don't think you can actually see the barbecue sauce. Nope. But basically you just toss it in barbecue sauce, throw it back on the smoker, and it gets nice and crispy. It's really, really good. But same seasoning on this that was on the other one. And then here is my whiskey wood chips. Now, what this is basically is it's a whiskey barrel, smashed up and crushed up. And basically just broken up into chips, wood chips. Then what I do is I soak them in water about an hour beforehand, before the cook itself, and I throw in some actual whiskey. You can see my beer already. I was drinking. In the background here is me cooking up some. It's like it is a beef broth to soak the brisket in halfway through the cook. What I do basically is I grab the beef broth, just heat it up a little bit, throw a barbecue sauce, mix the two together so you get a nice thick sauce, throw it on the brisket, and wrap it, and there you go, because I'm going for a more saucy brisket to this cook. Normally I don't do sauces, but I thought, you know, it's for fun, it's for friends and family. Let's go for saucy, let's go for messy. We're also doing ribs tonight, which I'll show later. And here is actually the briskets, or the two parts of the brisket while they're cooked. I basically opened it, took the picture, and then closed it real quick. So here is the point, and here is the flat. So you can actually see here, it actually sat here and then came across this way. this is upside down, so you can't really see how the way it kind of sat, but you can kind of see the line there-ish. But it's sat well, and to be honest with you, it's really good. But yeah, so I want to do tutorial videos and things like that. You can see the coarse garlic kind of so there. You can see the juices starting to pile up. What you're looking for is almost a color, you can't really see it, but almost like a mahogany or dark brown. Usually that's around the 6-hour mark, so for me that's going to be about 3 p.m. Whenever one starts showing up is when it should hit that right color for me. Basically you want it to look almost like I can't even say what kind of colors. But you know that nice marred, that nice char color. I'm going to take pictures and show you anyways. Later on, I'm going to post this again. It'll be probably three different videos up tonight. But yeah, so there we go. So that's it as we speak. Actually, that's from a few minutes ago. One thing I want to tell you is you can't see it over here, but my side cooker is actually to. I gotta do this the opposite way. It's to the far side. So this side here is my spare grates that are basically just garbage grates. But on the far side of this one, actually, hold on. Let's do this. Whoop. Aha! So right where my head is, right about here, is my actual side smoker. So there is where I've got my charcoal. I'm using sugar maple to get a nice aroma and all that stuff. And then every 45 minutes to an hour, I'm throwing in about a handful of these wood chips. And I'm also doing dry seasoned hickory chunks. Not big ones, just like little tiny ones. And I throw them on about just a little handful at a time. They're just like chips, like little splinters and stuff like that, just for that note, that hint of the hickory. Can't do hickory too much because sometimes hickory can make the meat too bitter. So I didn't want to do that. But let's move me back. There we go. So yeah, if you guys want to see me actually do these things with the GoPro and live streaming and all that stuff, please leave a like, leave a comment. The plan is to do them once every couple weeks or once a week. Do some sort of barbecue, steak thing, whatever. I've got a buddy that's a butcher, so my plan is to kind of plug his business while I do it as well. Kind of use him as a sponsor. And someone just subscribed to the YouTube channel, and I don't know who it was, but I'd like to thank them for it. Let's take a look real quick. Who was it? It was, oh my god, I can't pronounce that name. But thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. So as per usual, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel live, I will say thank you. But yeah, so the plan will be to do live streams where we do a full 8-hour cook. So it'll be a full 8-hour live stream on YouTube. I probably won't be doing much talking, but yeah. So there you go. See you guys next time. See you in the next video a little later. Bye-bye.